Been on hiatus for 4 years. Get ready for pick-a-path, garbage, and old trolls. Uh-oh. That's a uh-oh. See? It looks a little messy, but nothing is happening. Not too much is happening. Okay. Did you want me to do this kind of thing here? Yeah, I feel like moving a mushroom up there is a lot more work than it needs to be. That doesn't... No, that doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't work. Maybe that's also a mushroom? Oh, we can just go back and get another mushroom. Yeah, I get it. Another one. Go twice. Okay, at least we're not doing anything really weird with, like, trying to pull a mushroom over. Okay. I still kind of want to go up over there. Yeah, but I'm going to go this way, as I am intended to do. Huh. Fine. Fine. Okay. Feels like there's more going on in the first room. I wonder if we come back... Oh, I wonder if we come back there for a secret. I hope not. Dude, we'll see. Yeah, fast push-ups work pretty well for me. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, fine setup. Oh. God, I'm tired of that. Oh. Muncher in a block that blocks the most obvious path is literally like the laziest goddamn troll, and it never, ever, ever has a good use. Well, if you're really specifically trying to condition very deliberately a specific player choice later on, I guess you could do something like that, but I still think there are better ways to set expectations than Muncher above obvious spot. Especially when you're not framing it as like some kind of 50-50. When it's 2 blocks are open and one of them has the Muncher and you're indicating it one way or the other, then you can create kind of an interesting like conditioning scenario there. Just haha, Muncher on the path is just... Come on, buddy. Yeah, I'm glad he's not so low that we can't jump there. Why are you making that noise for me? Okay, I was playing around on it backwards to see what was going on there. That's fine. That's what would have happened either way, so that's funny. Kind of funny. Silly. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, so far, going fast is paying off. Fire flower. I wonder if I can just skip the mushroom and go, maybe? Oh, you can definitely steal the mushroom out of there, by the way. Gotta do some... Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, that should be pretty easy to prevent the player from getting through. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it again. Should be pretty easy. I'll draw it up when we come. I'm gonna stay on this coin. Wait for the fire flower and then book it. That sound effect is not occurring rapidly enough to tell me that those are green blocks. That's just yellow blocks that you're turning green. Okay. Maybe that wasn't the joke. Then I wouldn't expect the Kaizo block. If it was, that's funny. If it wasn't, and that was just an additional troll, you're a dick. I think all you need here to make sure that the player can't worm through it. Definitely doable. Definitely doable. Don't face this way, bud. I can't think of offhand what you need to do. Maybe just a spike? Yeah, maybe just a spike under there so that when the player is jumping, they hit the spike. When the player ducks and jumps, yeah, I think that one just needs to be a spike. Maybe that tips your hand, but I think that's the easiest. There's definitely other ways to do it, too. But I can't think of them offhand. I know I've seen other things prevent the player from getting through there. Yeah. Doing it with a fish, I'm not sure what else you can do. I know you can do a going up and down block makes it really hard. If you need to do the damage down. What was that? Okay. Not relevant, I guess. $3.15. I'm going to close the queue. Close the queue. Nothing else on me. Wrap this one up or get bored with it, and then we'll move on. Weird. Do I want this? Okay, I guess it's not a soft block. Well, did I learn anything by going down here? Don't get a mushroom, for one. Don't get a mushroom. Somehow don't let that guy fall on there, but I don't know how. Well, we'll pay attention when we come back and see what we see. Confusing. Oh, there's a mushroom in there too. Okay. Now I want a burrito. Nothing else over there. Okay. Oh, he came early. Okay. Okay, buddy. That's fine if you want to be like that. Early comer. Oops. Did it to myself. I guess just go up the third vine there. I think we just go up the third vine there. I'm making it harder than I need to. Yeah, I tend to approach mulch exercise with pretty high intensity. That works well for me. I recognize that you get more loading out of slower, more deliberate activity, but that bores the shit out of me. So going at roughly that speed works well for me. I know that 30 push-ups in a minute or so is probably not optimal. That's okay. It works well for me. It works well. I build these out of it, so I'm fine. Fine with it. You have the chance, you should check the comments on your level. Oh, God. Yeah, go put it back in there. What's the code again? Maybe. We'll go look at it. We'll go look at it when we give up on this. Remind me when I get angry and leave. Sports. minutes. Oh. This. No mushroom? Or maybe that mushroom then the other one? How are we preventing that muncher, though? I don't understand what we can do to that muncher. Is it possible that's conditional? Or, I don't know. Let's just try going. Very weird. I'm gonna take this. Ah, okay. That's the door we came in from, so that works. I guess I was supposed to bring that and somehow no? What would the player think if they had not brought that, though? That feels, you know, that feels weird. CP2. Looks like CP1 for some reason. Well, might as well die. At least it didn't take super long to get here. Something else going in that room after we go in and out of it. What that is. Fish. Okay. CP2 being this close to CP1 makes me feel like we're gonna see some CP1 setup, and that's what that other thing was. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Not going up there. I'm pretty sure you can make that all that noise on the spring quiet down. With a 1-up, maybe? Let's try going in the pipe and going back. No, that's going to kill me every time. Yeah, without the mushroom, it's going to kill me. That can't possibly be the solution. So then I'm struggling here. See where I would go. Ah, there we go. Okay. Awkward setup, but you should figure it out. There isn't any other significantly wrong path to take. 5 red coins still. No, pipe. The pipe is kind of sticking out there. That's just such an obvious way to hide a pipe. I feel like Spike tipped his hand there a little bit. Tired. Tired. Job market's been rough. I'm not I should clarify to nobody. To Box and 1-up probably. Probably Casey. Lurking in case the cats do something cute. I should clarify that I have not been for months focusing on exclusively remote roles. But since I have pivoted to looking for local roles too, that number of local roles has gone down precipitously to literally like 1-ish a week. There's one company that keeps reposting the same local role that they're not interviewing for. It's probably fake. Looks fake. It seems fake. Oh, this? Oh, God. I shouldn't have checked. Now, people make choices. Anti-soft lock. Mercy mechanic's never a bad idea. In all cases, I think it benefits your level. Oh. In case somebody doesn't want to endure whatever the thing is. You also have this anti, literally right after the second checkpoint. So if the player stumbles into it, they lose 8 minutes if they are struggling with it, which is just mean. At least it says sorry, yeah? Ma'am, I know I killed your son, but I am sorry. He looked like a dipshit. Yeah, I would definitely put an anti in there. A little annoying. Ice blocks can be really annoying to deal with, and a pity. Some type of pity mechanic after 50 to 100 seconds is a really nice way to at least make sure that the player doesn't spend more than 2 minutes suffering before they get to play the level again. Look like fucking Silk Song to you? Dude, I would really like Team Cherry to come and submit me their fucking level so I could tell them some of my thoughts. Oh, it does hurt on top. That's curious. Yeah, I will say Silksong has really grown on me, and that the immense length and the joy of exploring that world as your movement abilities improve very, very high, and that will have a positive influence on everything in the genres forever, which is great. But they made a really boring choice for a lot of the movement abilities, which is sad. Music for the Ant Lady. Yeah, the Ant Lady boss seems to have pretty good music. Yeah, they're still really sticking to the stuff that they've done before, but the choral and orchestral stuff and string heavy stuff is usually good. But nothing has jumped out at me the same way the Mantis fight did. And the Mantis fight was a wall for me the first time I played Hollow Knight. It wasn't the second time. And nothing has felt like that much of a wall except for maybe Grim. Oh, and it took quite a while. I probably spent 10 hours working through first Act 2 boss. Hi. Oh, I guess I didn't even see the red one there. I was expecting some kind of timing challenge there that we didn't get. Little confused. I'm a little confused. I see the P-switch there, but I'm not sure what I missed there. Grim 1, yeah, Grim 1 was fucking great. Grim 2 is optional for 100%. Yeah, yeah, I know there was an alternative. I still just wish the Grim 2 fight was less annoying of a run back. I feel like they always need to learn that. There's been some fights like that in... Well, like one of the fights that's equally as chaotic is the Trabado 2 or whatever in Act 3 when you fight the Flouncy Bug. I think that's the best thing we got. I mean, realistically, he's probably gay. But the very Flouncy Bug. The Stage Bug. The Flouncy Bug. Is extremely chaotic. But at least we are kind of close, but we don't start in the room. We could start in the room. Yes. Yeah, it's a... Oh, sorry. But it's also... It's a mission. It's a wish. So the game tells you very deliberately to go back to him. Go check your mission boards. How do you not have that? How are you 99% and you don't have that? I assume the wishes were part of it. But maybe something unlocked the next set of wishes that you didn't do or something? I don't know. They just showed up. I just noticed that they were at the one place, and then I went and did the other one. Or maybe it's the house. I kept having a surplus of money, and so I kept buying house stuff. Just that? I think it was just that. Okay. Yeah, weird. Maybe put something down there. The note block or something that it lands on. That, something that makes a sound effect. I don't know. Something that draws the player's eyes over there. Oops. Up what? Oh, push up, okay. It took me a sec, but I got it. Aw, okay. Okay, learning. Oops, thought that was a good idea again, and it wasn't. I think that the movement tech was distributed a little bit slowly, and we should have started with the run. The run was one of the most important things that significantly differentiated it from the Hollow Knight experience, and changed how frustrating movement felt, how slow movement felt, generally. But I also think a lot of early bosses lacked consideration for our lack of movement abilities. To the point where, like, for Last Judge, they could have given us... Oh, I'm dumb. They could have given us some platforms to work with. Or some things like that that would have allowed us to, like, simulate the double jump, or some other things that he spawns that let us bounce off him, that kind of thing. I think that was the thing that Hollow Knight did pretty good, was often giving us stuff to interact with that way. But it's hard. I wasn't thinking about it much when I was playing through it. I guess it would have been smart to play through it again. If I end up wanting to yell about it in a video, I will definitely go back and run through Hollow Knight again. Or at least do the bosses, so I can get a good feel for how some of that works with and without movement abilities. But in general, I felt like the bosses, for the most part, were pretty approachable in Hollow Knight. But weirdly front-loaded on the difficulty in Silksong. It almost feels like maybe they tested a lot of the fights in their testing environment where they just had all the abilities unlocked. Like, they literally forgot, oh, we won't have double jump at this point. Don't fuck it up. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Yeah, I really wish they'd given us some of those earlier. I wish they had made better choices than double jump big jump with the ceiling above you. What an annoying way to give us a major exploration ability. Like, they gated so many of them. The hook that is essentially like a lock and key double jump before real double jump, that is also the lock and key for real double jump. Like, really? You're gonna give me a needle I can throw, like a grappling hook, and it's gonna be so goddamn boring that basically all it does is grapple enemies and walls and specific hooks that let me double jump. Like, come on. Come on. And it wasn't even diagonal. If it had been diagonal, I still would have bitched. But if they had given us a diagonal needle or grapple that shot diagonally up, that would have been a really interesting movement tech that also would have given us really fascinating interactions with enemies and could have let them build really interesting interactions with flying enemies, which I think everybody recognizes are the worst fucking thing in the game. The choices they made with flying enemy AI is fucking terrible. You have to grab at them, and they are so annoying. The counter really pissed me off, too. I'm still mad about the counter. There are much better skills in the counter. The counter is never cheaper than anything. That's super annoying. The counter should be cheap, or the counter should refund its silk cost if you get it perfect. Okay, we do get it. There we go. Okay. The counter. The counter ability, cross stitch, I think it is. The spell that lets you parry. The parry into counter. We finally get a boss parry when you go do that boss in the back entrance. Oh, yeah, you get it from, I found that while I was dicking around before I went to the judge, and then I went back to the judge, because like, oh, this is the other way. I guess I should go take the main way, because I didn't want to miss anything, because I already missed the first fight with Morwing and did it later. And I didn't want to, like, I was concerned at the time about permanent missables. I didn't want to miss the judge fight. Okay, that's what happens when you dawdle. You get rewarded. And then unrewarded. Aw. Wait, hang on. Nope, I can still just go under it. I think I'm finding some holes here. I think I found some minor holes. Lace 1 is missable? That's crazy. How would you miss Lace 1? Oh, God. There's a lot of work to get over here. Oh, and that's fake. Great. Great. I think we... How would we have been even pointed here? What kind of holes? What kind of holes? What holes was I talking about? Yeah, that seemed like a lot to maybe not know how we even get up there, because I never saw that blaster and we only found it because we dawdled and it fell down. Yikes. Yikes. I'm gonna go in that key door and get CP1. No, I'm not. What kind of holes? Was I talking about holes? I want to make my captions thing longer so I can go back and look at whatever the last thing I said was. Probably settings. You'll show up near Blasted Steps or Sinner's Road. Oh, so you just get a different, Oh, there's a captions timeout thing here. Perfect. Let's set that to, 240? 120, 124 minutes? Let's see how that works. Maybe that'll be too long. Maybe not. Oh, was that, maybe that's the timeout for on screen, though. I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't seem like I can make it show me more, though. Oh, I bet I can get a live, yeah. I bet I could do caption timeout. Oh, 24 seconds. Okay, yeah, that's probably the timeouts for on Twitch. I'll stop messing with it. But just for dialogue, oh, that's depressing. That's depressing because the Lakes fight was so good. God, I would be so pissed if I missed that fight. What a horrible thing to do. I really hope they let you just refight her. That Lakes fight was great. That was one of the shining points in Act 1. One of the absolute standout fights in Act 1. I also fought the Organ Lady in Act 1, but that I don't think that's either an alternate path or probably an Act 2 fight. I like that one a lot too, though. Those like Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero style fights where you're fighting some dude who's the same size as you, or no, like a Souls-like fight kind of thing too, where you're just fighting some other dude who's doing the same kind of stuff you do. Those fights always feel so goddamn special if they are considerate and like well developed. And that was what Lace 1 felt like. Lace 2 felt like they didn't add a lot, but it was still fun. Okay, then we go over here with this, and then we see that happens. Okay, yeah, we barrel forward and then we see it. Okay, I see how we are supposed to have detected that was there. It wasn't a long timer. It just doesn't trigger till we get the mushroom. I get it. It makes sense. I understand it now. I still think me creeping under here was cheese. Yeah. But it also seems like it didn't matter. But it seems like maybe I needed the mushroom. We lost it, probably. Okay, that's supposed to happen. Then we get pushed off, and then we get in here. I gotcha. Holes. Wall holes. Oh, and then we wouldn't have been able to jump up there. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of, like, suspicious setups where... I mean, I guess it's better than just only one path and you don't see the secret true path until you touch them. Just, yeah, feels a little... simple. It's a little low-hanging. The end of the world, though. Not bad at some stuff. Yeah, some structural issues. I think that is the one thing that Silksong would have benefited immensely from would have been somebody on the team who had a lot of problems with Hollow Knight. I'm not even saying me or somebody like me, just somebody who is really critical of Hollow Knight. Probably a better testing group. They probably have a close friends and family testing group or like a really tight-knit testing group of like mega fans. Bringing in some outside testers probably would have been really good. I know they didn't want to build up too much hype, but there's this thing called a non-disclosure agreement, and you could pay people who want to test stuff to sign a non-disclosure agreement and then just, you know, not give them money. Even keep some of the money. Give you $200 now, $500 after release if you do not violate the NDA. Dude. I wonder if anybody, I was going to say, would hire a video game tester whose experience is, I like to criticize things, and I have a lot of evidence of doing that, and documentation, providing documentation, and trying things over and over till they break, and I forget things so I don't get bored, and I have multiple years of experience, but no, I'm pretty sure game testing has got to be one of those things that pays, like, $14 an hour, $12 an hour, $7 an hour. You should be so lucky to work in game testing. Whole industry is like that. Okay, go over here. Go back. So then I guess the mushroom works either way, so we did find some cheese there before. But it doesn't really matter, because then we just slipped in there without damage. I don't think we need, the ninja sound effect there. Do that. Hi, Crackers. Let's jump up here, bud. You know how to get up. Jump up. Oh my god. Yelling at me. Yeah, I think Hollow Knight or Silksong would have benefited from earlier introduction of most movement skills and then more interesting movement. I think that's one of the things that will hit us the hardest for the longest, too. There we go. Okay, it wasn't a timing thing. We just can't sit on it for too long, which I think is better than having an awkward timing thing, especially when it's hard to get out of there. You gonna stay put, bud? Is this what we're doing? Are we doing this, Crackers? Because it's pretty cute. Are you purring? You're partially choking yourself and you're purring. Crackers, I don't really want to participate in this fetish with you. On. Okay, it's on. Is that a hint? Are you telling me to get a mushroom and go back in that pipe? Okay. Oh, what's that? Get a mushroom, go back in the pipe, and then there's a key or something? I didn't understand that second hint. I empathize with the people who don't like Souls-like stuff. Like, I like Minecraft, but I get a little tired of everybody trying to smear voxels into everything. And, like, if that's your favorite thing on Earth, great, but, like, you know, Pokemon Animal Crossing probably would have been better with a more interesting choice than Minecraft-style voxels. So we get a mushroom, and then we can go back in the pipe. Okay, we get... Oh, yeah, we get that floating mushroom. Ugh. Okay. Well, the P-switch is going? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Then we get a key. Then we can go to that fake key door from later? Boy, that's a setup. You wanted this, Crackers. Don't yell at me. What do you want? Oh, you want me to sit pretzel-legged so you can sit in there. Buddy, my legs need to stretch. Yes, they do. If I sit like this all the time, I don't know, I'll have a blood clot or something. Feels bad. It makes my knees hurt. You good? You gonna sit? Are you comfy? Why are you complaining? This is where you want. He wants to sit in the triangle. He does. He craves the triangle. What is your deal? Are you really gonna leave? Oh, he heard the door. Okay, you can leave. Okay, now I have a mushroom and a key and this P-switch. Am I supposed to have all this? Door in a different place? Something different gonna happen? No, I'm not done yet. Get there, what's this? Oh, that weird cake thing that was from the freezer? I have a weird cake thing to eat. I mean, I'll try it while it's hot. One. Pretty nice. Needs more lemon. Very nice, though. Bye. Crackers is over the triangle and he wants to beg for cake. Yeah, so I don't think I'm supposed to have this P-switch. I think this is probably cheese. I'm gonna keep it though in case I do need it. I just hit a checkpoint over there. I heard that. That's why Karate Boy is over there. But okay, weird way to CP1 me. I guess let's see what the setup is for it. Now I have a key for this door and a P-switch. Yeah, the sound effect did not cover it up. Oh, can I soft lock up there? Buddy. That's the top of a semi-solid, right? I can soft lock up there, can I? Definitely can. I definitely can. If that, you have to do something to prevent the player from going up there. I don't want to do it. Maybe there's spikes, but I don't see how there could be because I think I'm at the top of the stage, right? Yeah. Yeah. God damn. I can go in here. Boy, we're getting real far away from that weird CP1 before the setup for it. Okay, I don't think I need this. I'm just going to get rid of it. Need a mushroom to go on that pipe. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's a reason for it, but there is no visible reason for it. Feels like this level's got a plan? But I really hope that plan isn't surprise CP1 and then nothing, because I don't have a... Okay. Half-naked pipe. I don't have, any red coins. I feel like it's just a CP1. And since you already fake CP1 me, I know that's CP2. And you're offering me the ability to die anyway. And this doesn't have... Oh, weird. Very weird. Oh, that is the pipe. Hey, yeah, so... So we clearly skipped something there. Yeah, we clearly skipped a lot there. Okay, you know, we skipped a whole middle part. Yeah, we definitely skipped a middle part. Shit. I think the worst case scenario is still worth seeing there. I want to eat, but I also want to see what the hell else was going on there. Let's see if we can get back there quick-ishly. Weird. That explains why we got the first checkpoint so quickly. Yeah, I wonder what the hell that CP1 setup was. They wanted the player to think CP2 was CP1 and they kill themselves to realize they had CP1 all along. I think that was the setup there. But I thought there was going to be a CP3, CP4 setup. Esports. On top of that, oh my god, with the red coins. That's what it looked like. Or at the very least, that getting CP2 a second time was actually going to be CP3. Yeah, maybe it was just a CP1 gotcha fake it, which I guess is better than just a flat CP1, than just a you're getting CP1 for no reason. It is still player choice. Like it's nasty. It's just a trick. It's just a mean trick. But it is still a better setup where the player makes a choice that they think evades punishment. God. Only to be punished for that choice. That is technically a troll. It's a hell of a lot better than, like, literally, like, okay, you're CP1, now you know how to not get CP1. Like, that sucks. That sucks, and you see that more often than not. really want to play the whole level again. But I should remember it. It should all be fresh. I should remember not to hit the muncher. Is there a pipe here? Okay, there's no pipe here. That platform under there is entirely set dressing. And, I mean, it is in a weird place. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. I was in the way. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. It's kind of landmarked in a way that sticks out. Yeah, it's outsmarting a player that thinks they're outsmarting you. Yeah. It's a lot more than just torment. It's definitely, it's not even a 50-50. It's punishing the player for thinking that they're smart. That can feel bad if you're not setting up like a trust versus don't. Oh, what? Come on. Oh, I think I could have gotten back in there, maybe? No, I couldn't have. A trust versus don't trust type of thing there. Especially since we've had a lot of opportunities to not want to trust the level. But I think that's just like meta expectation that delivers the rest of that pretty effectively. Yeah, I think that's probably what ruins it the most one-upped is the fact that we knew we collected the CP1 then led me to believe that, one, I already knew to look out for stuff that was gonna kill me, but then when I wasn't dying, nothing was trying to kill me, then it immediately was like, okay, wait, hang on. So this is all a setup for something. What the hell is this weird CP1 setup we're doing? And then I was bearing forward with information I shouldn't have. That was really, really, really changing my interpretation of everything going forward. But there are definitely better ways to cover up noise. You make a lot of noise right there. Oh yeah, I guess I still don't understand what the hell was going on here with that other pipe. Maybe some kind of dev thing? I don't know what the hell that is. Almost got hurt there. Yeah, we get to CP2 really, really, really fast. And that extra pipe is there to serve as set dressing or the fake out, I guess. No, to serve as landmarking. So, okay. Okay. Oh, I guess, oh. All you have to do is put a fucking block behind it. Slipped into your DMs to fix your pouty face. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Tylenol. Be sure to check your Halloween candy for Tylenol. I think once you get to that point, once you're an adult, you can take it. But maybe not. Let's put it in the water. Let's pull the fluoride out and put Tylenol in the water. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, bud. I don't want to, so I made it to CP2 and then I tried to continue forward and then I jumped above the spring for some reason because I'm an idiot and thought, I don't know, that I should. And then I got soft locked, which is stupid, but it'd be really easy to just put like something in there, like a fireball or boo ring. I think a boo ring would catch me here. You could put a boo ring in there with it, but something. Player might do it. Player might do it trying to get somewhere. Or just connect this to the spikes. I did it to myself, but come on. Alright, we'll try one. We'll try a little bit. We'll try a little bit. God, ibuprofen must be just rich right now. Whoever owns ibuprofen. Don't hit the muncher. Which is pretty annoying. Keep this mushroom. We don't actually need the fire flower, we just need to be big. We'll just keep the mushroom. We'll just keep it. We'll just keep it, and we'll go a little faster here. Get through this quicker. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Ugh. Cake. Tastes like cake. There's a pretty good deal of cheese that's worth looking at. There's at least that. I think we had a pretty good example of the worst case scenario with the CP1 not landing, because you can clearly hear it. But I also think that's pretty likely. I don't think that's a 1 in a million anything. I think that's very likely because you hear it pretty clearly through the whatever Dime Store Ninja Gaiden sound effect. But you're in the Discord. You'll find ways to hide the sound. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. Somebody will know. Your DMs and picture pouty face. Aw. Now I'm sad I don't have candy. I do have cake though. The glitch sound effect? Oh, does the glitch sound effect just get it? Yeah. Yeah, and like if you... So you have to use a different sound effect. Oh, the glitch is too obvious or something like that. Well, even if the glitch sounds more obvious, do something glitchy on screen and the player will just be like, oh, okay, that's why the glitch sound effect played. Do something weird. Easy set dressing. It's easy to dress that up so it works. I wish there were, I guess it's fine. I just wish it was a little easier for me to just get in here and not have to deal with waiting out the damage down. Like just a regular power-up check. But a power-up in the checkpoint, I think it also covers the sound. Interesting. That seems easy as well. And player's already off screen. Is easy to cover up as the player thinks they got a mushroom off screen, especially if you did that other times the player went off screen. Yeah, you might be able to do something with that too. Yeah, good thought. Esport. Okay, CB2. Don't do the thing again. Yeah, spring's in the way. Yeah, so I went up there. I don't know what compelled me to do so, but I went up there, and then that was wrong, and I paid the price. Curious. Shouldn't have been. Hades 2 is out now. Is complete. And, Baby Steps, and something else is coming too. There's something else in the pipe that I'm excited about. And I know we got... Oh! Mean of the Hollower next month? I think Grime 2 is coming up. Grime 2 is... Oop, how do I keep doing that? Grime 2 is the best Souls-like Metroidvania I've ever played. Let me see here. Grime 2 release date. Am I confused? Hope we know. They said 2025. They didn't set a date yet. Okay. Hope they still hit 2025. 2025. I know there's something else coming out too that was exciting. There's a lot of good stuff on the horizon. So I am not sad about finishing Silksong, which is nice. It's really nice to have other things in front of you. But I'm pretty close to blind 100%, which makes me happy. I hope there isn't anything too crazy. I thought I probably had all the masks, and then I got another shard, and I was like, aw, shit. But if you look at it on the file screen, it makes it clear that there should be one more. Well, it feels like I'm close to blind 100%, but maybe 94% or whatever isn't that much. We'll see. I'm not going to chase it super hard if it starts to get annoying. It's been good, though. It really grew on me. I mean, there was some weird loop thing after I got CP1. Oh yeah, this, but we know the cheese for this already. Yeah, easy to get through it. Almost easy. Yeah. Oh, one of the things that has been disappointing from Act 2 out was that the enemies didn't get very diverse. Enemies, they really, really relied on the way they designed flying enemies from Act 2 out in a way that felt a little sad. And then, especially once we got into... once we started to see voided enemies in Act 3, I was pretty disappointed that they didn't have real new moves. They just had the same 3 moves that were added in. Because I bet every single enemy got tuned, got changed, had stuff removed throughout the course of the game, probably. That voiding is the time to bring that back. That's when you go like, okay, now the enemies are harder, so let's use that weird difficult pattern that we made that we removed because it tested poorly. But maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't have a lot of tested poorly. Dude. Oops. Wow. I keep finding new ways to make that harder for myself. I guess I should just try to hang on to the mushroom there. Huh? Really wish they had done something more interesting with the grapple. No, there was a back and pipe thing here. Oh, yeah, that was what the hint was. It was get the mushroom here, and then go back in that pipe. Yeah, and then this was... re-grabbing this wasn't necessary, and I carried it around with me like a fucking child with their blankie. Yeah, we were missing that hint there for a sec. Now we have it. Now we're back. We're back in the slot. Mushroom there. Yeah, that P-switch is pretty, unavoidable. You're gonna think, oh, I should get that. Or I should hit that. I don't know what impact that will have. Same solution here feels weird too. But it would feel cheesy to have a different solution where it was just go the wrong way now. I guess I just feel like the reuse is not necessary. Does not bring anything to this room. Does not bring anything to the level. Versus, there it is. There's me getting it. That must be why. It's a different room? Yeah, it definitely doesn't cover it up at all. I feel like we come out of a different pipe. But I can't tell if that's the case. Yeah, I can't tell if there's some structural thing I'm missing or if it's something I cheesed. Yeah, you can definitely see there's nothing up there. That is... Wait, no, the walls continue all the way up. Do they? Oh, no, do they do that if that's... I'm pretty sure they do that if that's the top. I don't know. I don't want to go up there and check, but don't soft lock the player. The reason why I felt like there must be a CP3 is because we never got a handle on the rest of this room, other than then we exit the level. Oh yeah, this really shuffles you to the end here. Oh, that doesn't kill me? Two-tone... Tough... Tony. Checkpoint. We did checkpoint. Does this just loop me back? Oh, weird. Yeah, I didn't want to directly exit again. I wanted to get a handle on whatever structure we were missing. We did grab the checkpoint again. We don't have any red coins, though, so it's not like anything else could shift there. So it feels like that whole thing was weird. Tony, how you doing tonight? So then, is the CP1 literally just a CP1? Yeah, like the CP1 gag is fine the way it is. I think we covered that pretty exhaustively. That said, yeah, I'm surprised the red coins are fake. Yeah, I feel like the flip side of that setup after you get CP1 still doesn't have much to offer. I don't want to finish the level again. I do want to see what happens when we get CP1. If there is something else that we're not accounting for. Esports. Sports. But if we don't have... We don't have any red coins. There's no way there could be, right? Question for survey. Would you rather be CP1 or anti? Neither? Just kill me? I think there's more... I think there's more opportunity for creativity and comedy in a well-designed... Oop. Oh, okay. In a well-designed anti than in a CP1. Like, at the end of the day... Well, a CP1 fake-out can also be significantly more relieving and offer you more opportunity to just space out the experience for the player while also exploiting their anxiety. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with both of them. A bad anti is probably worse than a CP1 in most cases. But it's hard. They can both do so much damage. They can both do so much damage and they can both be used very creatively. Yeah, Q is closed, but we will be back to yell at more Mario Maker tomorrow. I think I closed it, right? Yeah, I closed it. That's it's closed. My button. My dick can do... Your dick can do both? Your dick can anti-soft lock and CP1 your enemies? I'm sure there was something specific in there that the dick was much more relevant to that I missed. Dude. Call my dick the anti-soft lock because once it's in you, it's really annoying to get back out. There's a joke there about dog dicks and you know, the knot. And that video of the videos of dogs stuck in things. Hard, therefore it's anti-soft. There it is. Maybe I can still go? Oh nope, it won't drop without that. I'm gonna cheese my way up there so I can continue the experience. I'm pretty sure we can do this. You know what? Not gonna make the other joke. Was it more with dog dicks? Okay, we could cheese our way up there. Another thing with decorative vines you have to be aware of is they can be used to do nonsense. There, now it'll drop. Okay. Be taken very wrong. Everything lives forever now. One day, future employers will be able to ask their AI, like, hey, has he ever talked descriptively about dog dicks on his stream? What social credit score would you assign hotfizz.com as viable employee? Well, he works very hard and he's knowledgeable. However, he is disgusting. He's definitely seen some weird shit and talks about it. He advocates for hyperbolic solutions to problems and occasionally does not show empathy for victims of violence. We don't think he is a good candidate for hiring. It'll be so fun. But I think once we get to that point, we will also have to start, one, looking at people's principles more, and two, recognizing for the most part that everybody is a little bit of an ass. Okay, so now we get the mushroom. And I go back in the pipe. I guess I can just wait over here. I don't have to fuck around with that awkward block. Yeah, there's been some awkward setups. There's been some opportunity for cheese. Structurally, nothing has been crazy long, but I think the CP1 to CP2 setup was probably long to help. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that was the... Okay, I get it. Yeah, there's a hint setup in there that was part of the setup, but still a little long. I'm really curious what the actual payout here is on the CP1ing. But at this point, I think we can pretty safely assume it is exactly what we're expecting. It's literally just a flat CP1. But with how similar... That's what I started to think about before when we got CP1 there and noticed it, is how similar the CP1 and CP2 setups were. The player just doesn't get it. What if it doesn't click? And then they're even more well, I guess it would click. I guess it just might not, yeah, it might not be super clear. This time we want to get CP. Yeah, I still feel like there's more going on with this room. I don't understand this fake mushroom setup here. I don't know if this is a remnant or incomplete, or if this is meant to be a mislead for the end of the level when we pop out of that other pipe and go through here. I forgot how to hold a button. I'm good at Mario Maker. Dog dicks. I guess, I don't think it matters if we get that mushroom, but I don't think we got it the first. Okay, so now we want to choose wrong. I'm gonna go over here and die. Is he gonna touch me here? I guess it doesn't really matter where you die. But I feel like if he hurts me here... Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna say it could undercut a setup there, but it's the same setup. Setup is visually similar to the other one, but it's a different room. It's a very different room. I guess I just kind of wish one loaded you on one side, one loaded you on the other. You'll understand you're back at CP1 as soon as you get here. But yeah, the only setup here is that the CP1 is fake and that we're supposed to continue from the fake CP1 is actually CP3-ish after we get the hint, but only if you don't die. So it does still feel pretty punitive in a way that is easily recognized. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I guess this serves as a really good example for what happens when you when somebody kind of figures it out. And in this case, it's a really good reason to cover it up. Nothing's ever going to land 100%. Like, nobody's ever going to fall for absolutely every single troll. But when you have a big setup, that's meant to be like a big reveal like that, like, haha, you CP1'd yourself, you really want to make sure you cover it up. We talked about 1UP suggested the glitch sound effect, I think covers it. Yeah, but definitely making sure that that's very well covered up. Especially when you're already pushing the player around off stage like that. The player's guard is up more when they can't see what they're doing because they know that's where you're going to try and hide stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a twice in there that's being used to cover it up. But something else made me feel like the twice was there. But it might have... I think the only thing that's flipped that switch was the checkpoint the second time through. And going out of a different pipe. Just have us come out of a pipe on the same side. So it doesn't feel like we're getting twice at all. Because I think we were coming out on the right on the one, and then came out on the left on the other. I did it backwards because it's backwards on my camera. But you know what I'm saying. We came out on the right for the first one, and then on the left.